Morning, folks. Couldn't help but notice we're having our frame issue again. Not fighting. I have to call and yell at somebody. It's ridiculous, I say. This session expired. I'm in the middle of a session. WordPress. You suck. Yeah. I'm just updating, getting the latest Matt and Kaitos Origins episode. You're trying to give me the hi-hat. Okay. And speaking of, our new Let's Play, Matt and Kaitos Origins, happening now. Oh, it's so special. I need to record some of that today. What is this? What is this? Do I need this? Oh, yeah, it's stream. Okay, we can get rid of that. Tired, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a tired man. I can tell you, if I can't get this internet stuff sorted out, we might just have to stop streaming because it's starting to be obnoxious to the point where, you know, it's causing me more time to fix it than it actually takes to do it. And I don't want that, and I don't need that. Good old SCTV. Oh, Josh got married. Good for you, Josh. Speaking of Bat and Kaitos,
Stupid things. They'd be everywhere if we didn't need them.
my goodness. Thank you, Ava. Sure do appreciate you. Okay, coffee's done. Means we can start. Coffee's poured. Sorry, BK. Time for you to go. Why is the launcher different? Why are you even opening the launcher? You're just supposed to open Minecraft. The launcher? The launcher is for suckers. Why do you keep going to that monitor? Jesus Christ. We just can't have nice things, ladies and gentlemen. Curious about Marketplace? Nope. Also, that ends today, so nope. Extra nope. Extra nope for the side of go away. Some animals. Will they ever really love you? No. Started reading a new book at work this week, and it is Noir by Christopher Moore. It's very good. It's very good. I would recommend. If you like funny books that aren't, that are sometimes not so funny. Like, there's a moments of tenderness, I guess. It was very good. All right, we can get rid of all of this. Do we need that extra minecart? I don't know. So last time we worked on Zelda Island a little bit. We worked on the mob farm a little bit. We never did take a look at the mob farm from the house to see what a horrendous monstrosity we made. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, you know what we should do? This is a stupid idea. Cover the whole thing in wood with branches on it and make it look like a giant tree. A giant tree, not a gantry. It's different, but not totally. It looked like it was like just kind of overcast for a second there, and I thought, that's kind of nice. It's nice coming out of that. But it's almost nighttime. We're gonna go to bed. We don't have our, excuse me, or pumpkins yet either, so. It's been a long week, ladies and gentlemen. truck broke down on the way to work Monday. It needs a new engine. My car, I think, needs new head gasket at the very least, because I've changed everything else on it and it's still not acting right. And I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to sell them, and I bought a new one on Wednesday. It's parked outside the GMD right now with the dash all tore apart because I took the brand new radio I just put in the truck out, put in the new car, and I needed a part. The part didn't show up till after I had left for my gig last night. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go out and put the new car back together. And I've got recording I need to do, because I haven't done any for a few days. Bat and Kaitos Origins, specifically. We're getting close to endgame, and I don't know if you have watched any of it yet, but I have not finished that game ever. I got to a boss at the end, and my God, was it difficult. Couldn't beat it. Couldn't beat it. I've got some recording to do on that. So we don't need the minecart that's in the inventory. Boy. The glass looks better close up. Okay, so we talked about how this is going to work. We kind of sort of saw it in action, but I think we were still in creative mode during that time. This is how it will work in regular mode. And if I had set this up better, that mine track would have come up this way, and then I could have put a second one and it would have serpentined. Then we don't even have to walk around and pick the stuff up. We just get in the minecart and we ride like Mustang Sally. Known famously for riding. People all the time be saying, that Mustang Sally, she can ride, Sally ride. Okay, so zombies is not what I need. Let me take this out and put a switch or a lever. Problem with the lever, though, is it's not momentary. So a lever is on or off. It's a very good way to get arrows. But I think even if an enemy falls on this, it will kill it. I've got a new credit, which means I can get a new book today. I'm excited. We got a couple sitting in the, well, I've got a bunch sitting in the to be read pile. Always like adding new ones. I don't know which one I'm going to add next. It's usually picked at random. Read some, over the last little bit, I read some Vonnegut and some Hemingway, and my God, were they good. Old Man in the Sea, probably one of the finest things I've ever read. It was so, so good. And then the Vonnegut I read was called Breakfast of Champions. It was really good. I just finished Musashi, and it was like 60 hours long, so I wanted something that was not Musashi, and not 60 hours long. So I picked these 3 shorter books. It was Old Man and the Sea, Breakfast of Champions, and a Frank Herbert story called The Green Brain. And they were all really good. And The Green Brain, it's kind of poignant for the state of the world as it is right now, because it's about bugs, insects. There are these sections of the world where people had killed all the insects, and you know, in the idea of making the world a better place to live, and just the havoc it caused on the ecosystem. Governments hiding things about it, all that stuff. But the insects aren't the bad guys. The insects are kind of presented as the bad guys from the human perspective, because they've mutated and they're giants. And they spit acid, you know, kind of Zerg-like. The bugs are the good guys, because the bugs are like, look, man, we don't want you to kill us, but if you kill us, you die too. So, slow your roll, pal. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's short. Most of these that I've been reading are like 12 hours or less. I think Noir, the Christopher Moore one I'm reading now, clocks in at just under 10. Good. Takes place in the 30s, I think. San Francisco in the 30s. So there's a lot of that kind of 30s talk, but it's also kind of a noir book, so there's kind of some of that. He's such a good writer. His books are so fun. And he's a nice guy. Talked to him on Blue Sky a half dozen times or so. And, you know, he puts up with my stupid questions. I have some other stupid questions for him, but I feel like I've bothered him enough with stupid questions for a little while. Some of his books have recurring characters. So I asked him one day, I said, is there kind of like a chronology of these books? Like if I wanted to read them in order from when a character gets first introduced, you know, and kind of follow not necessarily a main character's story, but you know, stories in which these side characters appear. Just so, you know, I'm kind of getting the overall story arc of this universe in order. And he says, this is great. He said, chronologically, the books are in the order in which I wrote them. He doesn't go back and add stuff after the fact. Like, okay, I appreciate that. So then what he did is he made me a little screenshot and he sent it over to me, and it basically had these books this is the order that all the books are written in, and if it's got this note, then it's part of this series, and if it's got this note, it's part of this series. That was super nice of him. Hello, Knifeway? Am I saying that right? I apologize if I'm not. I can't read or write. Gravel out of here. We've had enough gravel in our lives. So if you're looking for some kind of funny fiction that's not necessarily a comedy book, Christopher Moore. Lamb is really good. The Gospel According to Biff, Christ's Childhood Pal. Hello, Leaf. That looks like a Bulbasaur. I know my Digimans. eating necks. Oh no. Probably shouldn't do that. Well, we're working on Zelda Island a little bit. Drinking some coffee. Talking about whatever. Books. The long week I had. You know, this is therapy. What's up with you? Anyway. Noir, good book. Lamb, good book. Luke might be my favorite. You Suck is really good. Bite Me is really good. The Stupidest Angel is really good. Island of the Sequined Loved None was really good. I would recommend anything Christopher Moore wrote, including Noir. He Talked Pretty One Day, which is the name of a David Sedaris book, which I also recommend. If you like that kind of thing. I like David Sedaris. And I like his sister, Amy. Pretty sure that's his sister. I think so. Alright, let's we're knocking this down to size a little bit. We'll work on this for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, and we'll go do something else. We know the mob farm works, so we're all right there. Now I really am thinking of doing that tree thing. This is a terrible idea, but it would be kind of neat. You know what I mean? A lot of my ideas start off pretty great in my head, and then, oh man, there they go. You actually have to do them. That's the problem. And I'm glad we went creative to do the mob farm. We'd still be doing it this week if I hadn't. We'd be doing it for the next 4 weeks. It'd be horrible. Just stay in the water, pal. Come on. Just stay in the water. See, you should have stayed in the water, and you wouldn't have to be dead. Again. The re-deadening. Pickaxe about to break. tell you what, we'll go until we break the other two, and then that's where we'll stop doing Zelda Island. For the day. Our vines have kind of done their thing. I wish they would spread horizontally, but at a slower rate than they spread vertically. Also, our copper chain for those lanterns has started to patina a bit. I like it. I feel like we need to do some more to dress up the sides, though. Maybe we make like we have that balcony on the lower floor. Maybe we like do a wrap around stairs to go into the other floors. I don't know. I think we'll come down here and go this way. Just take out this chunk to the left before we move on any further. Out of here. We'll take that, but get out of here. I got better ways to get copper than dealing with you. My plan today, ladies and gentlemen, if the stream didn't do what it's doing, is to finish my chores, record some new episodes of Bat and Kaitos, and some future stuff. We got more Castlevania games to get through. A nap. Get the car put back together. And depending on how poorly the stream looks when it's all said and done, that may still happen. If not, then I have to take the stream and upload it. It takes a little extra. And if I decide to trim off the opening, you know, it takes even longer, because then I've got to basically re-encode the whole thing. Which, I don't know why I would. I really don't have to do that, I guess. Because the stream stays up, you know, complete either way. I don't know. Ooh, hey. Found, I mean, that's some buried treasure, man. Diamond in there? Wow. do I have? I'll be damned. Who put that there? Did ancient aliens leave TNT on Zelda Island? Find out this week on the Used to Be History Channel. Just no. There was something I could just smack it with and it would work. I don't remember. Hey, pal. Hey, pal of mine. If you come up here, I'll fix that water problem you got. It didn't do as much as I was hoping. Well, we'll just leave those there. I don't have an axe with me. Don't. Oh, well, it's okay. Oh, hey, couple of days ago, yes, Friday, maybe? I don't remember. The 450 subscriber thing came out. It's very long. I'm very sorry. But it's out. So I want to thank everybody who helped make that happen. Next stop is 500. And man, wish we would have had enough. Should we do it by hand? That's a good idea. Oh, that's not a good idea. Don't do that. I've been needing to replay Earthbound for a while. And I've been putting it off because I wanted to do something different when I played it this time. So what's going to happen with Earthbound this time is this. I have the player's guide, the official Nintendo player's guide. And what I want to do with it. How many sticks in there? No. Not that though. We're going to finish that little chunk. What I'm going to do, I don't need to do it like that. What I'm going to do with Earthbound is I'm going to, the way the player's guide is set up for Earthbound is it's kind of like a travel guide, you know, highlights points of interest and things like that. I'm gonna play Earthbound. I'm gonna record it, do post commentary on parts of it, do no commentary on parts of it, and we're basically gonna go area by area as we get through the game and read what the player's guide says about it, because it's things like, come and see Onet's wonderful arcade, and there's a cliff out by the ocean where people go out to practice their music, and da-da-da-da-da. Population is this, average annual rainfall is this, blah, blah, blah. And I just think it would be kind of fun. And I've wanted to do it for years and years and years. But then I start like, oh, I would have to edit. I don't like editing. Editing sucks. But, you know, I need to get better at it, so yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. We've got this other pick. Let's just get it used up. Well, you know what? Let's not. Let's not. Another idea. Damn it. Because in here, some gravel means we can make a flint and steel. So we can put this in there. We put the gravel there with the flint, I guess. Keep hold of these. That can go in there. Yes, cow, I hear you and obey. I swear it didn't take that long when the creeper exploded next to it. Okay. Progress. Progress Island, USA. That tree does not look right. It's going to fall over in a windstorm. We better take that one down. All right. Where should we go today? Microsoft. Microsoft was better when its slogan was, where do you want to go today? And not, you want AI and everything. That's a terrible slogan, first of all. Second of all, no one asked for that. I need to figure out what these are for. I have no idea, and I don't know why they're yellow. I should probably look that up someday. I probably won't. Oh, good stretch. Okay. That, which diamond do we have? 5. Is that enough to do anything that I care about? I can make some diamond shoes. I have one left over for a diamond shovel. The finest piece of equipment ever. Or a diamond hat, and have none left over. So I think we're not going to do anything with that. They stack? They do stack. Just don't know what that's for either, and it's yellow. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Okay. Anything cooking we need to be aware of? Let me change this a little bit, and it throws me off. Nothing. What time is it? Almost nighttime. harvested the kelp for a little bit like we're supposed to. Let's go ahead and do that now. Hope y'all have enjoyed the first 2 Fallen Leaf sessions. I think it's been a pretty fun game to play. It's a lot more Kirby-like than I was expecting it to be, especially since it's got, you know, like Mega Man graphics. That's a lot of zombies. We need to get more light over there, clearly. We still don't have 4 pumpkins. I don't want to harvest them unless there's 4 of them. This doesn't seem like it's worth the effort to me. Okay. Do you think? I'm gonna go to bed. I think we've got another 3 or 4 streams before we finish up Fallen Leaf, and then we'll do Mina the Hollower after that. So that was purchased for us here on Ye Olde channel. And people keep saying it's hard, and I don't know. The first time I played Hollow Knight was hard. You guys are here for this stream of it, and it wasn't fun. I didn't have fun. I didn't like it. And I went back to it recently. It's been a minute. I haven't finished the game yet because I'm kind of stuck. Can't figure out how to get where I need to go. But replaying it, it's been a much better time. And I feel like Mina's going to go the same way. Because I think when I played Shovel Knight for the first time, I think it was the same kind of thing. I think I have expectations of what the game should be, and that's not what the game is, and then, you know, and I'm like, this game sucks, I hate it. It's not like this at all. And I need to remember it's not like that because it's not that. So we'll see. I can't say I'm looking forward to it because right now it's early Sunday morning and I'm not really looking forward to anything except nap time. But we'll see. That's all I can promise, man. We'll check it out. We'll have a good time, one way or the other. Whether it's because I'm having a good time and then we can all have a good time, or whether it's me having a bad time and you having a good time at my expense. Which is just fine. I don't know where the hell we're going. We're just going to go. Let's go that way. That looks like a good way. We got the boat in D, which means drive. So the boat will go that way. And then when we can't go that way anymore, we won't. Who knows what wonders we'll find. Like that magic spawning stack of fish and that magic spawning dolphin. So much magic in the sea. Like that magic spawning nautilus. This reminds me a little bit of a movie I just watched yesterday. It was called Haunted. It's from 1995. Kind of more of a thriller than a horror movie. Not really a lot of ghosty behavior. Some pretty, for the time, decent special effects, but pretty cheesy now. A little bit of nudity, so if you're going to watch it, be careful. You might see a boobie. But it was pretty good. It was, so I watched it on Tubi, because we love Tubi. Oh, there's the thing. Floating brain. Just like in Bloodborne. Well, it wasn't really floating. It's one of those movies where like Tubi gives you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and it really, to me, wasn't either of those. It was just a solid, you know. That's an underwater nether portal. Means there's going to be a chest down there. Hi, Dolphin. Was it Timmy's in the well? Well, you're better equipped for that than I am, Dolphin. God. That's deeper than I thought. Get a little closer. Give. Go. Oh. And the Sonic music played in my head the whole time. Eric, you're hired. Beware of the Tubi booby. Yeah, but it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't particularly great. The lead actor, I've seen him in other things, and I looked up his filmography, and I can't think of anything that he did that I would have seen him in based on that. Aidan Quinn, I think is his name. We might turn on creative mode and fly up there and check that out. Oh, is that the floating ship? I think that's the floating ship. Yeah, it's the floating ship that we saw like 2 months ago. Uh-oh. Can't change it from the command line, but I can change it there. The boat's upside down, but the chest is right side up. Yeah, we found this months ago. Well, it feels like months ago. It was probably last month or something. Alright, now where's my boat? Dolphin, you guys seen my boat? this the same one? No, it's not. Over here. Just grab it. There's that. Whatever that thing is. There's 2 of them. 3 of them. 4 of them. I don't know what they do, but they guard. What the hell's going on there? I don't understand. I don't know what this is all about. I just want my boat back. Squirted ink at something. There's my boat. Okay. Going this way. We really should go back. Our inventory's full. Dolphin, don't eat that. I don't want you to get a tummy. You need to find somewhere to sleep. If we had sponges, we could build a barrier around those little temple things and just sponge out all the water. How'd you like to build a nether portal? Go to the nether, build another one so you could teleport, you know, like quick travel out here in the real world. And then the second one you build dumps you out underwater. That would suck. I kind of want to try that now. I wasn't expecting to go so far without hitting land. Ugh, Dragon Warrior 2. Don't remind me. That sucks. That is the worst Dragon Warrior game. Except for maybe 7. 7 was real bad. 2 was pretty bad. But I feel like I should replay 2 because I feel like I'm misremembering 2. And maybe it's not as bad as I think. I just remember when we Let's Played them all that up until 7, I remember saying 2 is the absolute worst one ever. We're almost somewhere. Our position for home is negative 263, negative 1,364. So we've gone 1,000 more on our X, and we've gone 2,600 on our Y. Just about. I feel like the encounter rate on 2 was really high. And maybe that was part of it. Or annoying dungeons or something. I don't know. I just finished playing Final Fantasy V the other day for fun. Because I hadn't played it in a while. And I thought I should do one of them 4-job fiesta kind of things. And, you know, that game, if that game didn't have the job system that it had, nobody would like that game. Because that game is not very good. Jesus. You combo me? What was all that? I say that because the story in Final Fantasy V is garbage. It is really bad. And it's told really bad. Like, anytime anything happens, with the exception of Galuf, right? Everybody just gets over it almost instantly. Like, how many times does Lena get poisoned trying to save the dragon thingy? Like 3 or 4 times in that game, and it's always like 4 seconds later she's fine. There's no... I don't know. It's hard for me to have any emotional investment in any of these characters because anytime something bad happens, they get over it immediately. The next death is a stupid villain. I think he sucks. He's just evil. There's, you know, that's all there is to him. He's just mean. He's very one-dimensional. Yeah, exactly. The dragon's sick. We need to give him the medicine, but the medicine will kill me if I touch it, but I'm gonna give him the medicine. And then the dragon's like boops around the nose, just, oh, I'm better now. Nobody develops in that game. Except for Galuf, and Galuf only develops because he had amnesia and then he didn't anymore. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just wandering around. Probably should have gone back home and emptied out the inventory because the inventory is chock full. There's that little flashback Lena gets in Phoenix Tower where she was going to cut the dragon's tongue out to save her mom. And you, the player, have to decide whether she's going to do it or not. And it doesn't matter what you decide because it doesn't change anything. I guess it's okay, you know, to have a nice simple plot, but I don't know, man. It just seems, I don't know. There's too many a wizard did it things. You know what I mean? For me, there's just too much of that. Like, oh, it's the worst thing that could ever happen ever in the world. We will never survive from this happening. What are we gonna? Oh, never. It's over. Galuf dies, and it's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? We're down a warrior of the whatever, and oh, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen in this situation. Ah, well, here, you can have all of his stuff. Oh, okay. There's just too many a wizard did it. The situations for me. And the gameplay is fun enough. The combat isn't great. Music isn't great. The graphics aren't great. The story's not great. Sprite design isn't great. It's a very not great game with a very good job system. There are other better games with job systems, like Final Fantasy Tactics. It's better every way. I even think it does the jobs better than 5 does. However, I do understand Tactics is a very different animal. You know, we should probably just go home. Empty out the inventory. Kind of wish Ogre Battle had a better job system than it does. But I also understand that's a very different animal. And in Ogre Battle, a wizard really did do it. Wizards all over the place in that game, and most of them are just up to no good. I should check and see if there's a translation of the Wonder Swan Ogre Battle yet. It's in the Ogre Battle saga. If I remember right, March of the Black Queen is part 4? Part 6? Something like that. So there's all these other games in the series, but I don't think there's 9 of them or whatever. But I know one is available on the Wonder Swan color. And I would play it if it was translated. And I don't know how to do that. Excuse me. Or I would actually consider doing that, but I don't know how to do that. I know a couple people who know enough. And I can look up a little bit. I think we could do it. Ragnar's helped me translate all the cutscenes in Harmful Park. There's boat. Let us eat carrot. And then boat. This way. Sea level in this world seems to be 62. Why? Because home is 64. Well, wherever I counted home as being is 64. Hi, dolphin. You want some carrot? Here, have a carrot. There's another one. Enjoy your carrot. It's then we find out that dolphins cannot eat carrots because beta carotene is toxic to dolphins. And I am a monster. I didn't know, dolphin. I just wanted you to have better eyesight and skin. I'm sorry. I'm really tempted. No, get out of here. Now my spoon is brown. I wonder. Come here, phone. Search for Minecraft brown spoon. What is the spoon icon? Yeah. Oh, well, of course, ladies and gentlemen. The brown spoon means fatigue. Mining fatigue effect is caused by the pufferfish-like mobs called Elder Guardians. These one-eyed fish creatures are only spawned in oceans and around ocean monuments. They require water to be spawned. Both the spawning block and block below have to be water. The block above needs to be transparent. More often found in oceans that aren't open to the sky. That means you're most likely going to find an Elder Guardian inside a monument. Shouldn't be mistaken for their less powerful counterparts, which are just called Guardians. Swim around underwater monuments and attack nearby players. Elder Guardians can inflict the mining fatigue effect. The normal Guardians cannot. Elder Guardians are gray and much bigger and are rarely found outside the monument. According to the devs, all types of guardians fail to spawn 95% of the time if their spawning block is above sea level and has a view of the sky. Sea level is set to 63 by default. There we go. Now we know all about the curse of the brown spoon. Oop, I went way too far that way. We need to go this way. Yeah, there's the boat. If only we had a wing of wyvern or a homeward bone or something. I want that second number to go smaller, faster, so we'll go this way. Of all the things to note fatigue, it's a spoon. Should be like a tired face. Something. It'd be like there's an immolation effect. You are on fire, and the icon for it is a bear. What the hell does that mean? Not a bear on fire. Just a bear, and it could be sleeping. Yeah, I see the spoon and I just think, oh, the tick's here. Thank God. That's Patrick Warburton's finest role, by the way. He's done a lot of good stuff, but there will never be a better tick than Patrick Warburton. He was so good. Perfectly cast. Perfectly cast. I think that whole show, perfectly cast. Well, thank God. We're no longer fatigued. We lost our spoon. Get any of those weird whatevers? This is my second night without sleep. It's time for me to start hallucinating. I don't know why they wanted to turn Minecraft into Dredge. I don't like that. Dredge is scary. You know, I've never played any of the Ys. Is it just Ys? I've never played any of those games. Except the one on the Super Nintendo. And it is kind of a janky mess. I know it doesn't have the bump combat thing, but the combat it does have is wonky. I remember the music being pretty good, though. It's in the SNES Atlas that I got with my, well, I resubscribed to Nintendo Power, and I got this special bonus gift. And the NES Atlas, had one for Game Boy, a Super Nintendo one, and I'd have to go look and see what the other one is. I got four of these like special edition things. We used the NES Atlas for a series of Let's Plays. We went through all of them. It was like the within reason, you know, some of the most quote-unquote important NES games. So there's Mario 1, 2, and 3, and Castlevania 1, 2, and 3, Turtles 1 and 2. Maybe Mega Man? I'm gonna go look. Heading up should not hurt. Mario Mania was the fourth one, and this is not particularly about Mario games, but it is a little bit. It kind of has a walkthrough guide for Super Mario World, but it's also like, here's the history of Mario in video games, and here's all the cameos Mario did in video games, and here's all the enemies, and here's all the friends, and here's little stories about each of the games. And here's a fold-out map of Super Mario World. Kind of, sort of. But you had to tear. All right, Super NES. NES Atlas. The 3 Mario games, 2 Zelda games, 3 Mega Mans, Star Tropic, DuckTales and Rescue Rangers, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, Turtles 1 and 2, and the 3 Castlevania games. So that's why I played all of those, because they were in the Atlas. Now, that's what I wanted to do. Now, I think there's some typos in this. Surprise, surprise. Because if we go to... one of these is labeled Yellow Devil, and it's not the Yellow Devil. These are starting to fall apart on me a little bit. I wrote down which teleporters go to which in Mega Man 2 on the little screen there. I remember using this to get through Zelda 2. At least the last dungeon. Can I tell you something, Eric? I never really liked Mario 64. Never really did. I should do the Super Nintendo one and the Game Boy one now that I'm looking at these. I don't care for 3D collectathon platformers, I discovered. I appreciate Mario 64. When I signed back up and got these 4 players guides, I also got a CD of the Mario 64 soundtrack. Loved it. It was great. That game has an amazing soundtrack. I hate playing it. So in the Game Boy one, we have Mario Land, Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan, Batman, Operation C. Well, we've done Mario Land and Operation C. Double Dragon, Nemesis, Castlevania, The Adventure, which is coming up in the future. Gremlins 2, Hunt for Red October, R-Type, Solar Strike, Revenge of the Apostrophe Gator, Tetris, Dr. Mario, Quirk, Solomon's Club, and Quarth. Gargoyle's Quest, Fortified Zone, Cosmo Tank, Disney's DuckTales, Final Fantasy Legend, which we've done, Sword of Hope, Ultima, The Ruins of Virtue, Golf, Days of Thunder, F1 Race, and Super RC Pro-Am, which is on the Game Boy. So that is incorrectly titled for a Nintendo system. Everybody knows that. And in the Super Nintendo one, a lot of the Super Nintendo games in here were launch titles. So a lot of the blurbs are just like really short. Like Super Soccer Championship is like one really long paragraph. Ultima, The False Prophet, 2 really long paragraphs. Lemmings, 3 really long paragraphs. Super Adventure Island, which somebody has asked me to let's play, and I will, I promise. Super EDF, Nosferatu, which is not a very fun game. Let's see. What's in the Super NES book? Super Mario World we've done. Ghouls and Ghosts we've done. Super Castlevania 4 we've done. Final Fight we've done. Gradius 3 we've done. Super R-Type we have not. UN Squadron we have not. Legend of the Mystical Ninja we have not, but I'd like to. Smash TV we have. Joe and Mac we have not. Ultraman Towards the Future. Why that is in here, I don't know, but we haven't done it. Paperboy 2, no. Hyperzone, no. Home Alone, oh, gross, but no. Pit Fighter, extra gross. Darius Twin, we did do. Behold My Strength, and I did that. ActRaiser we did. Link to the Past we did. Hey, Wanderers from East, right there. Lagoon. I think Jade did a Let's Play of Lagoon. Final Fantasy 2, Pilot Wings, SimCity, Populous, Draken. I had Draken. I had it on. I had the cart for Draken. Jade Let's played it. Chess Master, The Miracle Keyboard. F-Zero, Super Off-Road, Super Tennis. Hal's Hole-in-One Golf, True Golf Classics. Nolan Ryan's Baseball, Super Bases Loaded, Super Baseball Simulator 1000. Extra Innings, Joe Madden Football, Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball. We had that game. And RPM Racing. And the future games. These were games that had not yet come out at the time this was printed. D-Force and Nosferatu, The Rocketeer and Smartball, Super Adventure Island and Super Contra 4, Super EDF and Spanky's Quest, Lemmings and Ultima, Bulls vs. Lakers and F1 ROC, NCAA Final Four and PGA Tour Golf, Super Play Action Football, and Super Soccer Champ. If I ever run out of games to play, I've got almost the entire Game Boy book and probably over half of the Super Nintendo book. Oh. I'm stalling. No, I also have the Final Fantasy 3 book and the Earthbound book. When I bought Earthbound, it came with the book. And just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about doing, when we get around to doing the Earthbound thing, when we hit 500 subscribers. So, just going to open up. Here's a newspaper, because if you stay at the hotels, you know, the bellboy will read you the top story from the newspaper every morning. So you open it up. Here's the Onet Times, volume 23. All the news that's fit to fit, it says, because it has to fit on a page. You see, it's funny. The lead story: mysterious meteorite crashes north of Onet. Late last night, the town was rocked by a meteor that crashed to Earth just north of Onet. There were no witnesses to the collision itself, and the police, suspecting that aliens were on board, immediately cordoned off the site and constructed roadblocks to keep any unauthorized beings from coming or going. Many people awakened by the crash tried to get a glimpse of the mysterious chunk of flying debris, but the boys in blue kept them at distance. No one actually admitted to seeing aliens coming from the meteor, but with some of the strange happenings around here lately, it's certainly possible that extraterrestrial beings are at work. Some of them may even be the people you talk to on the street today. Be sure to pass along a friendly Onetian welcome to the visitors, no matter what they look like. So that's the lead story, and then there's the Sharks claim reformed, giant step said to hold psychic power. Police attack innocent boy. You ever play SimCity 2000 and you get the newspapers that fly up? It's very similar to that. And then on the next page, here's a travel and shopping guide. And it has little pictures. Not all of them. Like this one's an island somewhere. Onet isn't on an island. This has a lighthouse. Onet doesn't have a lighthouse. Here's a picture of some cops. British cops. Very different. So it says, Travel and Shopping Guide Onet. Nestled in a northern meadow, Onett is a pleasant village with a small-town atmosphere that is relaxing at any time of the year. Spring, summer, winter, or fall. That's out of order. It makes a great place to get away from it all. When you visit, don't miss the crater south of town. Well, it's north of town, actually. But then, here's your fast facts. Population, 3,500. Dogs, 2. Average temperature, 72 degrees. Average rainfall, 10 inches. And then it mentions the cops and the library and road closures and all that kind of stuff. It's a very well done book, but it does have some inconsistencies in it. And somewhere, because this book, a lot of the screenshots from this book were taken from the Japanese version of the game. And this may be a well-known thing. I don't know if it is or not. But when you go into Ness's Nightmare, after you collect the last melody, in the American version, like in this picture, Ness has pajamas on. And in that picture, pajamas, pajamas, pajamas. And in one of them, that one right there, he's naked. Because he wasn't wearing pajamas in the Japanese version. Now you know. And really, isn't that what it's all about at the end of the day? I think so. Anyway, I've wasted enough of your time. Let's get on to other stuff. We'll go plant the bamboo. We'll put those away. We got a new set of pretty good golden tools. Efficiency and silk touch. Another unbreaking golden hoe. Unbreaking pick. Fortune and efficiency shovel. That's okay. That can go there. Mob drops those. So we can put the fire charge in there. We don't really need another clock. But maybe we'll do something with it. Salt lodestone. There's some lodestone. What do we do with lodestone, I wonder? Take that. Paper. Oh, we need to make some bookshelves. So we can kind of start on enchanting stuff. Pirate. Steal my boat. What a jerk. Where do we want to put this? Let's put it right here. That, I think we were gone too long. Yeah. Didn't I put that away? Oh, no, I wanted to see what we could do with it. We're going to do anything with it. Maybe it's just a material. You know what? I've never counted my books. I put them all in on Bookworm a long time ago, and there were a lot. Oh. I don't know if it's more than my games, though. I think I'm in a similar situation. I still have our glowing leather pants. Repair that first. Probably. Put that in there. And then can we do that? No. Well, that's okay. Can't do that. Can we... Oh no, my anvil broke. My anvil broke because I was hammering leather shoes on it. That's annoying. Where was I gonna put the thing? Did I put it in there? I feel like I was gonna put that in there. We'll put that in there. I guess. Oh, how do we make an anvil? I think it needs... Yep, 3 full blocks. Sorry for the little detour in the books and all that, but I just wanted to check them out. When I get to a point like, I don't know what game I should play next, we can just pull open a book. Obviously, you can't do all of them, like the miracle keyboard thing. I don't have that. And some of them, I don't know. I just don't know how good they'd work for a stream or a let's play. Like racing games, baseball games, I don't care about any of that stuff, so that may not be a thing we do. We should probably spend a little more time cleaning this up. We got a pretty big hole there. But I also kind of don't care. You know? But we need dirt. We need more dirt for Zelda Island. So let's go get us some dirt. Let's go over the mountains here. We'll get some dirt. Basically make a quarry so we don't have to look at it. Because if SimCity has taught me anything, ladies and gentlemen, it's that people don't want to look at the dirty thing. That might be fun to do a stream of sometime. Just like a little... Hello! Little chill stream kind of thing where we're not really... You know, kind of like these, right? We could do like SimCity 2000 or 3000. I love 2 and 3000. Anything after that, I didn't care for. And anything before that, I didn't understand. SimCity 1 was complicated. I couldn't figure it out. I've given you everything. Why won't a green-haired man congratulate me? This game's stupid. I'm not stupid for not being able to figure out. It's stupid for not knowing what I want to do. Or maybe we do the first SimCity, and, you know, I try and figure out what the hell I'm doing. That could be fun. I don't mind looking like a fool. Clearly. 18 years on YouTube. I'm not fooling anybody. Everybody knows. God, that was a push me pull you for a second. Double-sided pig. Dual action pig. Action pig. Like a Tiny Toon skit. I think I want this iron. Since I had to use some to make a new anvil. I know we passed some other, but it wasn't as easy to get to. Oh, books. So I mentioned Bookworm. There's a website called bookworm.social, I think. Kind of like a excuse me, a book tracker. Isn't involved with Amazon in any kind of way. It's free. You go in, you enter the books you have, when you started reading them. You know, you can rate them, review them, stuff like that. I started using mine a couple years ago, and I use it to track what I'm currently reading, when I start it, reviews, if I think a book's worth a review. Most of the time I just give it some stars. And then, you know, like, my goal is to read this many books this year, and it helps me track that. So, bookworm.social, WYRM, not worm, WURM, or worm, WORM. It's not is a dragon, it's not a doctor, and it's not a snake. Snake god kind of thing. So, if you join, if you're on there, I'm on there, Jason's Groove Machine. Follow if you like. If not, hey man, that's cool. You'll discover I'm really bad at updating that as I go. Because most of the time I'll start and finish a book at work, and then, like, oh yeah, I need to update that. And 7 days go by. Nothing happens. I saw some more and I'm gonna go get it. Oh, there's more over there. And there's more over there. So this is as far as I'm going. Great news, guys. We got 1 dirt. Isn't that great? And all this way. I see pumpkins. Let's go get those pumpkins. I know we're here for dirt, but since we have that one stubborn pumpkin. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a hole. We'll go get that pumpkin. those pumpkins, I should say. And then we'll get some dirt. I kind of wish flowers would spread in Minecraft worlds. You know, like if you planted like 3, they would spread like grass does. Instead of just being static in one spot. I like to come over a mountain and just see, boom, flowers. I think that would be cool. Where are those pumpkins? Just right there. Sheep, have you seen the pumpkins? Oh, they're there. I don't remember them being next to water, but I guess they were. That's new water. I can tell because the grass is dying and there's seeds next to it. This water didn't exist until we got here. Schrodinger's water. This is really good because there's this chasm and I don't want to start digging and then fall through it. It'd be bad. Beehive? I think we could get we have that gold pick with silk touch. I think we can get that beehive with silk touch. This would be a perfect opportunity, like if we want to get our dirt from like over here, since we've got mine carts basically right there. If we ran a second one over here somewhere, put a mine cart with a chest in it, and then just used it, like fill up the chest and send the cart back. All right, we're gonna go here. It's gonna start getting dark. Got the place a little bit. Oh, hey. What was that noise? Supposedly, according to the news, there's going to be some pretty extreme heat in the States. I know it's been kind of everywhere. But we're looking especially like parts of the Midwest, the Great Plains, a little bit of the East Coast. So if you're in any of those spots, be careful, man. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything like I would do. I have to work outside in it, and I try real hard to not do that, but kind of have to. I'm gonna have a talk at work about that probably Monday, because I don't want my seasonal people out in the sun all day if they don't have to be. So we're gonna see if maybe we could do something to make work a little easier on them. And then I had a gig last night. It was like direct sun for almost 2 hours. It's not great. But, you know, just be careful. Right? I don't need anybody getting sick or hurt. Stay hydrated, stay shady. If you're hanging out here, you're pretty shady. So you'll probably be fine. I think we'll just get as much as our shovels will allow before they break. And then it's basically end of stream time. And we did drop frames. Last Minecraft, we didn't drop any. Last Fallen Leaf, we dropped about 10K. This Minecraft, we've dropped about 6K. I don't understand. I don't understand. How did I pick up all those leaves? Were there that many leaves? Not 30 leaves. Oh, and I hope you folks are also enjoying Mortal Redneck, if you're watching those. I haven't done one in a minute. Might do it this week. It's just kind of like, I feel like playing a Mortal Redneck today, so we do it. No real rhyme or reason to it. I think it's a fun game, and I think it's worth playing. So if it looks like something that you'd be interested in, I do recommend you pick it up. I don't think it's very expensive. I think last time I saw it was at or around $10. So, be like FPS roguelike kind of scenarios. It's a fun one. Lots of really good weapons. Pretty interesting dungeon layouts for the most part. Not a sponsor. I fell down. I hurted my leg. Ow. I need to get a skeleton to kill a creeper for me so I can get a record. We haven't had a record all game. Then I'd have to build a record player, and that costs a diamond, and I don't want to waste a diamond on a record player. Everything's just so expensive in Minecraft. We could use a food. Hold on. Food achieved. Oh, cart's not here. Damn it. I should keep a second one, like, handy here. And then if I'm in one place, I can, you know, go back and forth. Or put a loop Push a button and it calls the cart. That's takes more smartiness than I have. I don't have the. It's one of those things like I could picture it in my mind. I can't build it, so that's where it will stay. Yeah, we can do the pumpkins while we wait. No, we can't. I don't have shears. Never mind. Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we make a tree out of this? That looked really dumb. This is big ass tree. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want a tree. We'll do it next week. We will creative mode do it next week, but we'll do it next week if you guys think that would be a neat idea. I feel like the tree is going to be more, obviously more noticeable than the big old tower of glass, but it might be interesting. We made a house out of a tree. I don't know if you guys remember that. We made a tree house. We didn't like take a tree and make a house out of it. We made a tree. We built a tree. It was like a 4 or 5 story thing. We lived inside the tree in one of these worlds forever ago. That was kind of fun. I think one of the best ones we did, though, excuse me, forever ago, we had this like pentagonal house. Is it a pentagram? 2, 3. No, it's a hexagram. And the way we built the hexagram thing. Yeah, see, it's like Zelda. It's unintentional Zelda. So the way these other houses I made worked, pretty sure it was hexagrams. So, you know, I had 6 sides. And then when we wanted to add a room, we just built another room of the same size and shape right next to it. So from the sky, it started looking like a giant honeycomb kind of thing. And that was kind of cool. I don't know if I can give the giant tree a face. That might be above my capabilities. But it's something to think about. Absolutely. I'm liking this idea the more we talk about it now. You guys are smart. Leaves. Like leaves should be in here. More bamboo. Let's go plant that before we leave. Maybe if we plant enough, we'll get pandas. I think. Would it work like that? Then I gotta go. Come on. More cracks on the bamboo than there was bamboo. I feel like that should work, right? If you plant enough bamboo, you get pandas. Surprising that that's not enough. And when we get pandas, we'll give them pistols so they can protect themselves. Pistols for pandas. I'm Craxton. Okay, good enough. I got a car to put back together. And we went overtime just a little itty bit. That's okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you watching. Sorry the streams are still not right where they're supposed to be. We did get a new person on Twitch. I think that number is correct. And this number can get updated as well, according to my thing right there. And I don't know what our Kick number is. Kick probably hasn't changed. Kick has not moved much lately. But that's okay. So we'll be back tomorrow. Excuse me. With Fallen Leaf. Again, new episodes of Bat and Kaitos Origins are out. If you want to check those out, please do so. Well, that's different. That's why. Yeah. So all that stuff. There it is. There you go. Mist is out on Patreon right now. If you want to check out Mist, first episode's free to everybody. Yeah. So there you go. Appreciate you guys hanging out, watching, etc., etc. Spending your Sunday mornings with me on Minecraft. We'll see you next time. And you know what? We didn't drop enough channels before I leave. We didn't drop enough channels. We didn't drop enough frames that I don't think I'm going to worry about re-uploading this. So that's what I can tell you about that, everybody. So no waiting. This will be up whenever it's up. Thanks, folks. See you later.